As soon as baby delivers, first thing we ask, is it boy or it's a girl? Or it's both, or intersex, or hermaphrodite.
I always felt different since I was little. Well, when I was born a normal boy, and I was raised as a boy, but I identify as a female. I feel like a female inside. I don't know if it's because of hormones in the womb or because of experiences growing up, but it doesn't really matter how I got to this point because this is where I'm at now. I was born with a penis and testicles, and I was raised like a normal boy.
Intersexuality implies a discrepancy between internal reproductive anatomy and external genitalia. For example, a person might be born appearing a female from outside, but have male anatomy inside, or vice versa. Sometimes intersexuality is diagnosed at the age of 14 or 15 when he or she reaches puberty.
I don't know if I'm XX or XY. I've never been diagnosed, but I'd be interested in being diagnosed. I haven't gone for karyotyping yet, but I hope to soon. It's expensive. My doctor said karyotyping is $75, and I haven't had the money to do it yet. Transgender is like an umbrella term, and in that is included all the different types of things like drag queens, transsexuals, transvestites, genderqueers, and they're all under that umbrella term. You know, and transsexuals are not drag queens, and drag queens are not cross-dressers.
In America, we don't assign intersex as a third gender. In non-European Native America, they have assigned a third gender category. In Indonesia, intersex community has a complex network system. In India, there is no category and there is no sex assignment. In India, as soon as baby delivers in family, Hijra arrives wearing saris and jewelries, ankle bells. They sing, they dance, and create a commotion outside house until mom brings newborn baby. They will not leave until they inspect genitalia and get lump sum money. And if baby has ambiguous genitalia, they will take baby away. Hijras will take the child away to their ghettos to raise him or her as one of their own. India can be a very lonely place for one who is different. But it seems America is lonely too.
I feel like society discriminates against transsexuals, and a lot of people in the culture in general, they encourage you to either be, to be a man if you're born a man, or be a woman if you're born a woman, and then they don't realize that gender is a whole spectrum. It's not just a black or white man or woman thing, and there's like a lot of variations, and people aren't very accepting of all the variations and all the different type of things, genderqueer, transsexual, transgender. There's a lot of different things going on. I have been discriminated against, by people. They'll throw insults, because you're transgender, transsexual, and they'll say, you're a faggot and stuff like that. And, they don't realize, what's going on. A lot of people say hurtful things and they don't care.
I realized after roaming on the street of San Francisco for many days that there are resistance in society.
I think there is a lot of resistance from society, and there's a lot of discrimination and a lot of miseducation and a lot of like urban myths about transsexuals. A lot of people think they're just like very gay men that would do it to get men, and that's not always the case.
There are many organizations and websites where you can meet people with a similar condition, but there is hardly any direct number or 1-800 hotline number where one can get direct advice.
When you're transsexual, it's a lot harder to get a job because when you go on interviews, they don't want to be involved with you, and they might roll your eyes at you, and they'll go through with the interview, but they're not going to call you back. And when you're transsexual, it's really hard to get a job because almost nobody wants to hire you. So you have to try 10 times as hard just to maintain a job. And I think that's why a lot of transsexuals end up being prostitutes, because it's like the only job available to them. And a lot of times I've gone on interviews and, I just know they're not going to hire me, and it sucks. I wish in schools that they would educate about children about differences in gender, so that transsexual people growing up aren't discriminated against, they don't have such a hard life. And also in the workplace, I like to see less discrimination in the workplace.
We need more awareness in society, needs direct hotline, and need direct advice on the phone. And we need to support intersex community. They are one of us.